What's going on, y'all? Paul the Barbarian here. Just hanging out in the workshop, getting a couple of things done. And I wanted to take a minute, and I was having the thought process. We're into this first week of January, second week of January. I think it's the second week now, whatever. I don't know what time is anymore. Nobody does. It's that season. So we all know that we need to be working on ourselves and trying to be healthier. And you know what? That's even more important during the winter season. The winter season, we all get this, we get that funk on us. And I've talked about this before in videos, and I didn't really touch on the chemical things that we could be doing to help ourselves. And that doesn't mean booze or drugs, whatever the hell you want to do. I'm talking about actual body health and taking care of yourself and feeding your body the correct things to make you that much better, an athlete, a human, just feeling better. And we really know that our physical health really affects our mental health. So I wanted to go through a couple things. I will tell you right now, I am not certified to do any of this kind of stuff. I know a lot about dietary. I know a lot about taking care of things and feeding myself right, because I spent a lot of time in schools learning how to do that. But I do know a lot of people that do know a lot more about me. And after sitting around for an hour talking to a dietitian, ex-nurse, she informed me of a fair degree of things. So I want to go through a couple really simple things that we can do to help ourselves and to feed ourselves the correct thing and make sure we have the right chemical compounds going through our bodies to really put ourselves over the edge in the list. This isn't just about fighting. This is just being a healthy human and taking care of ourselves. It's really straight up simple. Hydrating, sleeping well, getting regular, consistent sleep, and your diet. I'm not talking about going on some yin-yang diet or whatever else like that. I don't think they really work all that much. But feeding yourself well and correctly will help you in the long run, and making sure that we getting all the vitamins and minerals and everything else that we need. I went around and I thought about a couple of things that I could do for this, and I wanted to really make it as simple as humanly possible. I went to Walmart and I spent $25. I have everything I need, vitamin-wise and situationally-wise, to keep myself going for 2 months. So for $25, I went and picked up the most essential things, and I picked up a nifty little thing. And the most important thing that I'm gonna hammer on right now is consistency and accountability for this kind of thing. You need to make sure that you're holding yourself accountable, keep yourself on target, and keep yourself moving and in good habits. One thing I did, because I know that I'm bad at it, got myself a pill organizer. Pill organizer, yeah, it looks goofy. I don't care. It makes me do the thing. It reminds me, hey, that's the thing I need to do. Yeah, you can look at a bunch of bottles. That's a real reminder, and you have to take the minute to dollop them all out into little things, move them around, do the stuff, and it's in your brain. You're like, I need to do that. It's just little mental ticks that help you stay on target and stay consistent. And the thing is consistent sleep, making sure you're hydrated and everything else like that. I want to put this real hydration thing real quick. 4 bottles of water, that's half a gallon. You need at least that in a day. Realistically, you should be drinking 8 bottles of water. That's a gallon. Everybody thinks this is really difficult. I don't know how many times I pick up a water bottle and just down it, throw it in the recycling, and then I do it again in an hour. And just having consistent hydration, very key. You need to keep your body well lubricated and well on fluids, just to keep yourself moving correctly. Now, that's the simple thing. Sleeping, we all know, difficult, but getting regular, consistent sleep will help. We all know this, and that is either forcing ourselves to find putting ourselves on a schedule and working our sleep schedule so we can get that sleep that we need. I've found that if I can't find sleep, if it's hard for me to find sleep, I have insomnia sometimes, I sit down and I meditate, I stretch, I get myself to recenter and bring myself back in. It's a really, everybody's different, and everything about this is pretty different for everybody. We all kind of need to go about some things, but there's some general things that you should be working on. So let's go through the real quick vitamins that I have sitting in front of me. Right now, there's a men's one a day. Women's one a day, they're great. I'm not about any one brand or anything else like that. I just grabbed what was at Walmart, and everything seemed to be on the up and up. It cost me less than 25 bucks. So a one a day gives you the pretty much a good rundown of what all you need, gives you a fair degree of what you're missing in your diet if we're all eating like crap, which we all know we do. But that definitely gives you a fair degree of it. I take a little bit extra vitamin C during the day. It definitely helps with, let's see, I've got a list written down here in front of me. Vitamin C is critical for cell energy, healing and iron absorption. Now, if we want to heal better, be better athletes, you get hurt, you get bruises, everything else like that, it helps with healing. It's definitely a thing that we should be about. And vitamin C is just important. You don't want to get the scurvy. Scurvy's no good. Yar. So then we have vitamin B12. This is actually a metabolism booster. This helps me form red blood cells, helps your central nervous system, and definitely keeps you going a little bit better. B12 is a pretty important thing that we usually have a deficit of. Now, the last thing that we have, and it's very important during the winter season, is vitamin D. Vitamin D is a very important thing. It's the sunshine vitamin. We get it from going out in the sun. You need to spend at least 10 to 15 minutes 3 to 4 times a week in the sun to get as much vitamin D as you can. But in the winter, we have problems. It's cold out. We don't want to go outside, that kind of thing. You can take too much vitamin D. Just talk to a doctor, talk to a dietitian. I'm obviously not a professional, but I'm just putting more knowledge into your brain. You literally can Google all of these things that I'm doing. I looked up vitamins and what do they do for you? It's a pretty easy thing. We all have computers. Look it up, figure out a situation for yourself, plan it out, talk to a professional. It'll definitely help, but these are pretty run-of-the-mill things that you want to kind of have going in your system. So one other thing that I don't have in front of me that's ordered, I could have picked it up at Walmart, but then I forgot about it and then I ordered it off Amazon. Zinc. Zinc makes it easier for your body to absorb all the vitamins that we're taking, and it also helps with your cell walls and actually being able to absorb things and the cell strength. It's also critical for immune health. We're in the middle of cold season, flu season, and we're in the middle of a pandemic. So immune health is pretty nifty, and we kind of want to stay on top of that. Now, there's one other thing that I haven't mentioned, and that is regularly working out. Now, I understand that that's a problem for some people, keeping yourself and having that dedication, that discipline. And I'm not trying to say it in a bad way. Not having the discipline to work out regularly and not get yourself moving. It's not like you have to do a 2-hour workout and like break yourself doing it. Literally, get up, walk up and down the stairs a couple of times, get your heart rate up a little bit, do some planks. Literally, that's laying on your elbows and your feet, like laying out like you're doing a push-up, sit on your elbows and just plank for a while. That gets you going. Also a big thing is stretching. I will harp on stretching forever. Length is strength. The more flexible you are, the longer that you can stay moving and the longer that you're healthier. And we all know as we get older, we slow down, we don't move nearly as much. If you have flexibility and you maintain that, you're able to stay moving longer. So working out regularly, doing pel work. We're talking about sword fighting. You got to do pel work. You want to go hit stuff that gets your heart rate moving, and it also gets you more skill set work, and it keeps you moving around. Regular working out is definitely going to help you. I understand the feeling of I don't want to do this, but you kind of need to. You have to. It's not just for your physical health. It's also to help with your mentality and maintaining positive thoughts and positive feelings, that dopamine that we all chase after. We need to have more of that in our lives. And if we can manufacture that ourselves through simple situations, might as well. I miss fighting. I've missed tons of fighting events and everything's crazy. But you know what? It is what it is. And we're going to find time. We're going to see each other when we see each other. I want everybody to be safe and keep moving. You take a little bit of things. You look up some stuff on Google. I've done my job. If you take the minute and just think about it once and go walk for 10 minutes, I've done my job. That's about where I'm at. One last thing, and it's the key to all of this. Where our immune system is a muscle. It works like a muscle. It acts like a muscle. If it's not out and about, dealing with other things and working itself out, it atrophies. It dies. It loses strength. Now, you need to get outside and you need to do some things. We've all been away from each other and we haven't been dealing with a lot of outside detritus and everything else like that. But realistically, you need to go out and eat some dirt. You need to go out and get in there, get some stuff done, and outside keeps us strong. But I want to thank everybody for checking out the channel, hanging out with me. The last year has been crazy. We've had a lot of fun. We're going to have a lot more fun. I can't wait to do some fight live streams. We're going to do some little singles matches here and there. I'm going to try and give you guys a little bit more entertaining than just staring at me yuckling about. It's definitely not what you need to be doing. So we've got the link tree down in the description. Got a couple other things going on. I'll put down the link from Google where I went up and looked up all the vitamins just to make it easier for you. Hell, I'm making it just so you can click on the son of a bitch. That's all you need to do. I'm going to hit that little bell icon down on the bottom, hit a like, subscribe, you know all that stuff YouTube people do. But I will tell you one thing. Get vicious or get out. Eat some dirt.